All right, everybody, we're gonna finish up this thread up blast from the past. So let's get right into it. And welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I'm Charles, and I run a Poshmark closet along with my wife, Angelique. It's called The Deacons, and it's linked below. All right, now this is going to be part 2 of this old thread up box we had. So when everything started shutting down, we bought a bunch of different boxes from a bunch of different places because we weren't sure what we would get and when we'd get it. So by the time the thread up boxes came, I was already knee deep in other stuff, and it took me a while. It took me a while to get around to shooting it. So we're gonna go through this box and see if it's worth it. Now, I have already shot everything in here, and stuff's already been listed, and some stuff's already sold. So if you're totaling up the items from the last time with the items from this time, it's not going to be exactly 25 items. It'll be a few less, but we're just gonna ignore those items. Just if you want to see those items, just keep an eye out on what sold videos. They might pop up. All right. So last time we saw a bunch of thicker stuff that was for definitely for winter. So this time we're getting into the thinner stuff, and up first we have a Showin. And this is a white, doesn't have sleeves. I believe this, no, so this is a very confusing piece. It's, there we go. Okay, not as confusing. This is a white, I guess you'd call it a tank top. It does have a built-in tie at the bottom, so it can't be tied, and it is in the back. It is kind of ruffled, so it's weird that it has the kind of the pattern on the back, and the front is just plain. But we have sold pieces that have the unique part in the back, so not really too concerned about that. Not familiar with the brand, but it should do all right. I don't know. Okay. Up next we have something that is new with tags. This is a H2H new with tags, and this is a long it's a long sleeve. Are the buttons are on the right side, so this is a men's piece. And I know I've said this before, but this is kind of reminds me of a Mr. Rogers style sweater. So maybe not quite that, but that's just the closest thing I can think of for it. Not familiar with the brand, but new with tags. Always good to list. I will have to look up the comps on that. All right. Up next we have this, I guess I'm going to say turtle pattern. You can be the judge of this turtle patterned top. Maybe is that supposed to be an angel? I don't know. Kind of looks, what do you think that is? I think it's maybe supposed to be a turtle pattern, especially with the color. Now, like some pieces we had in the last video, it is unique in that the buttons are on the back, and it's also, this is the bad part, it's also missing a few buttons. So that's going to make it just a little bit harder to sell. Although if I look in the box, I might be able to find the buttons and put them back on. When I inventory stuff, I take it out, I shoot it, and then I put it back in the box and slap a label on the side that says everything that's in it. That's kind of my inventory system, and I do it that way so if anything did fall off the item, it'll be in the box. And it also kind of keeps track, because my main way of knowing what things are is based off of what box they came in. So, a little inside baseball there as to how we inventory everything. All right, what is this? This is an Elijah J. Mini dress. I think that's the exact. We'll say mini dress because it looks like it's about that long. Anyway, you can see blue pattern, zigzags, kind of Charlie Brown looking in the middle there, but blue and with other things. Zipper down the back. The zipper does in fact work, so that is something that I always make sure to check because I have been burned on that before with a pair of shoes of all things. I had a pair of shoes that the zipper was broken. We bought them from Goodwill and we ended up paying full price on those, and it just got them home, and when I went to shoot them I noticed that the zipper was missing half the teeth, and it was zipped up, but if you unzipped it, it was not going to go back. So zipper is always something I check. All right, let's keep looking here. Let's see if we can find a brand that I'm familiar with. We the Free. Now I believe We the Free is in fact a Free People brand. So that is a very good find in this box, because Free People does exceptionally well for us. At one point I'd heard some resellers say it might be oversaturated, but that never affected us. Now this is I guess a sweatshirt. Now it does have that outside, the sleeves are sewn on the outside, which kind of gives it that boho look. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't know what any of the fashion terms are. But anyway, a really nice shirt. And being that it is a Free People brand, we should do just fine with that. So surprised that hasn't already sold. Okay. Now, up next we have another brand I've heard of. This is Calvin Klein. Now, this is a sleeveless top. I don't want to call it a tank top because I think it has to actually come in and go up to be the tank top, so it kind of looks like tank treads. This is just sleeveless, and what would you say that pattern is? I guess it's kind of a water pattern, kind of like maybe if you're looking at a very clear pond from above. You see kind of the ripples, maybe. Yeah. But anyway, a very nice piece, and Calvin Klein does just fine for us, so definitely something that should sell. All right, what do we have next? Ooh. Up next we have a Tech Elements Danskin pair of, we'll say an athletic skirt. Now I believe this is in fact a tennis skirt because it has this little pocket right here where you could put a tennis ball, so you can just pull that out after you inevitably knock it over the fence and don't want to have to run and get it. At least whenever I play tennis, I'm not particularly good at it. Anyway, a nice tennis skirt, or maybe dancing. I don't know why a dancer would need a pocket, so we'll say tennis. Anyway, athletic wear always does very good for us, especially if it's Lululemon, which this is not, so don't need to bring that up. But this should do nicely for us. All right, and up next, I think we have another piece of athletic wear. Yes, we do. This is a Gap Fit T-shirt. Now the material and the look, it kind of feels like it might be a running shirt. Just with it's got a bit of a stretch to it. I'm sure if I looked at the materials, I'd see some elastic, spandex, 8% spandex. Yeah, so 8% spandex. Nice running shirt, a nice shirt you can work out in. So should do just fine for us. Kind of material wise, it looks like it's kind of Gap's equivalent of like the DuraFit. So definitely happy about that. And up next, is this another? Yes, it is. Oh, maybe. Up next, we have this Zara woman, and it's a pair of pants. I'm gonna say these are yoga pants. So again, another thing of activewear, very good for us. I didn't know Zara women made activewear, but you know, given the length on these and just the patterns that are right around where the, I guess those would be on the knees, maybe a little bit below the knees. Yeah, it looks like they might be on the thighs, which is normally where you see patterns on the yoga pants. So we're gonna say nice pair of black yoga pants. And as I said on the last 3 items, activewear, very good for us. So, and there I just knocked over my pile. All right, and this brings us to our last item. It is a Croftonborough, and this is Croftonborough Stretch. So definitely something that's meant to be worn a little bit tighter, but it's a green sleeveless shirt. And Croftonborough, I'm familiar with the brand. I think it does all right for us. Not great, just all right. Definitely something we have sold before, so should be able to sell this without problem. And given that it's a thicker material, but it doesn't have any sleeves, so maybe it'll do well in the summer. Maybe it can go into the fall. It's kind of an all-weather thing, so not really too concerned about the season on that one. And that brings us to the end. So, what did I think of the second half of the box? Well, I definitely like that activewear. I cannot stress enough that activewear does very, very well for us. So, finding it, always great. And the other things, you know, I saw there's a couple of Zara things in there. So Zara is another brand that does really good well, and that Free People top is just really, really good. Probably won't pay for the whole box with just that sale, but definitely will pay for a good chunk of it. So I think we're not going to have any problem turning a profit on this box. And this wasn't even everything that came in. A couple of things from this box have sold already. Sorry, I can't remember what they were. Otherwise, I would put them up here. But not today. All right, so that's going to do it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment. All that stuff's below. Until next time, I've been Charles, and I'll see you.